It's that time again. Mario Superstar Baseball. We are in the playoffs, the semifinals. We are on the left side of the bracket today. Back to the Lightning and Rocketeers. The Lightning came away with the win in Game 1. We'll have to see if the Rocketeers can get a win here. This is going to be one of their best opportunities since this one is taking place at the Lightning's home stadium, Yoshi Park. Gives them more chance for some of their characters to hit home runs. For the next two games, we'll be at the Rocketeers' home stadium at Peach Garden. So it's going to be a lot harder for them to score a lot of runs. Meanwhile, the Lightning, they have really good slap hitting as well as strong power hitting. So it's going to still be pretty easy for them to hit those home runs. Or just slap hit some runs, get the fireball runs going. But now I think it's time we get into the rosters. The Lightning have gone back to Daisy pitching today. No longer using green dry bones, at least not for this game. Then the offensive lineup, still the same. Starred Mario first, PDDK, then the slap hitting core. For the Rocketeers, their defense has remained the same for this postseason. Just a bit of shuffling around of the outfielders, putting Noki in left field, putting Green Para in right, Fried Koopa on first base, Shy Guy in center. Then the Yoshi Red Pianta infield's pretty solid. Then on offense, they have their starred Pianta now, with this new modified lineup. Which is going to be a lot more threatening when it comes to power. Now they have two big home run threatening characters, with a lot of their better slap hitters moved up higher in the lineup. And then they've got their Koopas down here, which are definitely the least consistent batters on their team. But Green Para is still pretty decent. Red Koopa has a couple home runs. So they stand a chance of taking an upset win here. It would be their best chance, at least. Now let's save this game before it starts and dig into it. Hello and welcome. It is time for Game 2 of the Rocketeers and the Lightning. The Lightning took the win in Game 1 of the series. It was an absolute home run derby. Each team scoring at least 7 home runs, the Rocketeers scoring 8. And the Rocketeers start off on offense today with a ground out from Yoshi. Firebro will be the next batter up. We'll see what Daisy can do on the mound. It's been a while since she's pitched for the Lightning. She gets a strikeout against Firebro. That's her second batter faced. This one, pop fly to center field. Yellow Toad gets under it. And that is a 3-up, 3-out inning for the Rocketeers. Not a single base hit. Now the Lightning, they take up their bats for the bottom of the inning. Starred Mario, their leadoff hitter. One of the best batting averages in the game, and great power to boot. A leadoff home run for the Lightning, and they start off very well in this game. With a run scored on the first hit. Can't have much better than that, frankly. Next, that'll bring up PD Piranha. Still no outs, no runners on base. Charging on this one, but it's outside. Star chance on the line here. Both teams at 4 stars. This could be a valuable opportunity. PD slams this one to center. That's gone too, off the top of the wall. Back-to-back home runs for the Lightning. And they start this game up 2-0. PD Piranha doing what PD does. And next up is DK. Oh my god. 3 in a row. The Lightning, their top 3 players over on the right, each hitting a home run in their first at-bat. After the Lightning went back and forth last game, trading the lead with the Rocketeers, they've decided no more. They are going all out, ending this series as quickly as they can. Now we've gotten to green dry bones, and there's still no outs on the board. 3 runs have scored from the Lightning, 3 solo shot home runs. Green dry bones gets on base. Toadsworth up now. Gets a slap over to Yoshi, but he drops it. They get the out at second due to Yoshi dropping the ball. It's almost like an infield fly rule, but I guess they do get the faster runner out, so a little bit better for the Rocketeers. Green Toad pops one high to right field. That should be caught by Green Para. It is, and that's 2 outs. Can Yellow Toad get something done here? Or will the Lightning go scoreless after those opening home runs? Will they score nothing from the slap hitters, I suppose I should say. 2 strikes on Yellow Toad. Charges here. Perfect contact. Toad power. That's off to the right, and that is another home run. The power hit from Toad. That is ridiculous. 4 home runs in 1 inning for the Lightning. They saw the Rocketeers score more home runs than them and were furious. Now everyone is stepping up on the roster. Blue Magic Koopa keeps the inning going. Gets a slap hit down on base. Wins a star chance for the Lightning, but they're full on stars, so all it does is prevent the Rocketeers from getting one. Daisy charged over to the left side, but that's foul. Didn't quite have enough juice on it if it was fair. That one's popped straight to the right fielder. That's the end of the inning. 5-0, the Lightning start off here. That is a great start for them. Next up, the Rocketeers, Blue Noki. This one's charged deep to the gap. Great shot from Noki. That's going to be a double for her. Now with a chemistry runner on base. Starred Red Pianta. How much more power can he get? Suppose there could be 3 Nokis on base. That'd give him even more chemistry power. But I think this is probably enough. Ooh, Daisy star pitch. And it's a weak pop fly over to right. Caught by Green Bones. And that's 1 out on the inning. Dixie Kong charging on this one. A shallow pop fly. But it gets down. It's just over the infield. Laser Beam is not in time. Blue Noki scores and the Rocketeers are on the board. They may have had a rough start, but they're still a playoff team. Scoring here. Just 1 out on the board for them. Still a runner on base. This one popped over the left side. Just over the third baseman. That gets down. They're going to try and send Dixie Kong. She is way out. She should have had plenty of time to turn around, but I guess the CPU's weird sometimes. Green Koopa Paratroopa. Runner on base, 2 outs. This one's grounded over to Green Bones. He grabs it and secures the out. Rocketeers walk away with just 1 run scored. But hey, at least they're on the board. That's the start to something. Lightning cycled through their entire lineup in the first inning. Now they have leadoff Mario again. He's going to pop one over to left. A great diving grab by Blue Noki. And that's 1 out on the inning. Petey Piranha does it again. Another solo shot home run from Petey. He's now 2 for 2 on the night with 2 homers in the second inning. This is ridiculous. That makes 5 home runs for the Lightning this game. Out of their 6 runs, all of them have been scored from homers. DK now. And he goes yard 2. Oh my god, the Lightning. Are they on steroids this game? What is happening? PD and DK. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs, both of them. Seven to 1, the Lightning lead. Green dry bones up. Their slap hitting has been a little bit more problematic for them this game. Green Bones makes it safely to first off a bobble from Yoshi. His speed class really increased his chance of bobbling, and it shows this game. Toadsworth, 2 strikes, sends one past the infield. A good hit from Toadsworth, and that is 2 runners on base, first and second. Green Toad up to the bat. Line straight to Yoshi. A jumping grab means that it's impossible for him to drop it. So he's able to secure the out. This one's popped straight to center. Red Shy Guy catches it. 2 runs score from the Lightning. 2 more solo shot home runs. I mean, if that's the only way they can score today, guess they're not slap hitting as well. What was that jump from Toadsworth? He jumped so high in the air. Oh my god. That was an impressive play for an old man. And Daisy walks Yoshi there. Very interesting. Didn't even throw him a single strike. Caught by the Piranha Plant, but it touched the ground first. It's a fair ball. And Yoshi scores all the way from first on that one. The Rocketeers have a second run. They're down by 5, which is honestly surprisingly little considering how many home runs have been hit. Popped up to left, Mario grabs it. Great diving catch there. Noki, swing and a miss. Daisy star pitch, another swing and a miss. Strike 2. And Noki watches that one. She strikes out looking. The Lightning are back up to bat. They start off with Blue Madge, who makes it on base for them. They gain another star from that, making up for some of the ones that Daisy used. Great diving grab by Red Pianta. It's just a single out. That brings up star to Mario, slaps it just over Yoshi's head. That's a single for Mario. That brings up Petey Piranha. Petey with 2 runners on base. He's hit 2 home runs tonight. Can he make it 3 for 3? First pitch is a ball. He doesn't charge at the next one. He star hits to right field. Caught by the Piranha Plant, not spat over the fence. Luckily for the Rocketeers. Ooh, and Mario's thrown out trying to go home. The Lightning score Blue Madge, but now have 2 outs on the board. DK watches the star pitch. Watches the fastball. Sends one over to left. It should be caught by Noki. And that's the inning. Only 1 run for the Lightning, but only 1 for the Rocketeers as well. They're doing a good job of holding the Lightning down after that first inning. But they're not doing a great job of scoring themselves. Red Pianta, though. That one is gone. That one landed near the lighthouse. or a windmill. That makes sense. Why would there be a lighthouse in the middle of a hill? I mean, as long as there's no water nearby. You can see some water in the distance, but I feel like you'd want a lighthouse to be a little closer to the water. Windmill makes a lot more sense. Well, the Rocketeers have closed the gap back down to 5 runs. They get Dixie Kong on base. Yellow Madge lines out. It's a double play. Dixie didn't catch it in time. Now there's 2 outs, no one on base. 2 strikes for Green Koopa Paratroopa. And he strikes out looking. That's the end of the inning. They've scored 1 run every inning, other than the first. Red Pianta makes the throw in time, even though he had to dive, stretch out for that one. That means 1 out. Ooh, Toadsworth charges and gets that one through the infield. 1 out, 1 runner on base for Green Toad. Green Toad charges, lets it go. Strike 1. That one's inside for ball 1. He's got chemistry with Toadsworth on base, but he's also got 2 strikes. He misses a slap hit there, and that's a strikeout for Green Toad. Yellow Toad watches that one. This one, perfect contact, but it's foul. That one is just inside. It's a 2-1 count. Yellow Toad lines this one through the infield. That's going to get down as a single. 2 runners on base for the Lightning. They have Blue Magikarpa, then Captain Daisy, before they loop all the way back around to Mario. Blue Magikarpa playing a game of patience, 2 strikes, and a star hit gets down and left. That one goes back towards the wall. That's going to score 1. Lightning have brought their lead back up to 6. Now they have runners on the corners. What can Daisy do? She misses a slap there. She gets it down just over the infield. That's going to score Yellow Toad. Blue Madge going for 3rd. And they'll make it. Lightning lead 10-3. Star Mario up to bat. Watches that one for strike 1. Is he going to go for a charge swing? No, he goes for a star hit. That goes deep into the outfield, back to the wall, and will score another run for the Lightning. Oh, they're trying to send Daisy home? She makes it! 12-3. The Lightning are up by 9. PD Piranha. Chance to make it 11. He's 3 for 3 on the day with 2 home runs. He has just 1 strike now. Now he has 2 after he watches that one. Ooh. Just outside for ball 3 now. Swing and a miss. Strikeout to end the inning. Off of a Mario steal attempt, I believe. Or was he on second? I can't recall. Red Koopa Troopa, good contact, but it's just short. That was some good power behind that. Just not enough. Yoshi sends one just over the infield. Wins a star for the Rocketeers, maxing them out, while keeping the Lightning at just 1. Swing and a miss there for Fire Bro. pops it over to left. But it's caught by Mario. A great running catch there. Didn't even have to dive for it. Now with 2 outs, the runner on base, the Rocketeers. Red Shy pops one over to the corner, that gets down. They're going to send Yoshi, and that should be another run for the Rocketeers. They cut the lead down to 8. Scoring their 1 run for the inning. At least if the pattern holds. With 2 outs and Blue Noki up to bat, it sure seems like it will. That one is popped straight to Mario. And that is the end of the inning. They have 4 runs. 1 run from every inning, other than the first. That's pretty funny. DK clobbers this one over to left, but it's a little bit shallow. That gets caught by Blue Noki. Green Bones gets on base there. Good slap hit. Toadsworth up to bat next. Swing and a miss there. Strike 1. That one's outside. Good eye there. Next pitch, he watches. Strike 2. This one is slapped through the infield. The ground ball, but Green Bones is thrown out at third. He gets a little bit greedy and gets punished for it. Now there's a runner on first with 2 outs, instead of 2 runners on with 1 out. And a strikeout from Green Toad is going to end the inning for the Lightning. Scoreless. But now the Rocketeers, they have a chance. They have a chance to cut this lead down a little bit. That line drive from Red Pianta is a great way to start. Getting on base. Next up is Dixie Kong. She slaps foul off to the right. Oh, a very shallow pop. Green Bones doesn't get it. It's caught by the Piranha Plant. They are just watching the ball go there. They sit in advanced bases. They were chill about it. Yellow Magic Koopa slaps through the infield. That's loaded bases for the Rocketeers. The next batter up is Green Koopa Paratroopa. They still have no outs on this inning. With bases loaded, I'd be astonished if they didn't score anything here. Star hit just over the infield. That gets down on the very corner of the base paths. And the Rocketeers score 2 off of that double. They break the curse, scoring more than 1 run in an inning. Red Koopa grounds this one over to the right side. And the Rocketeers score another run. It's now 7-12. The lead has been cut down considerably. And now we're up to the top of the lineup. The best part. Star hit from Yoshi. Bounces all around. Out at second. Out at home. Great defensive play for the Lightning, preventing the run while securing another out as well. Yoshi did still get on base from his star hit. Let's see if Firebro can capitalize. That one's sent to the right, but I think it's off the wall. No, it's caught by Toad. Gosh, he's taller than I think. Toads are surprisingly tall sometimes. It was a good attempt from the Rocketeers. They did score several runs. It was a good inning for them. They're going to need more of it. We're in the bottom of the 6th. That means there's 1 more chance for the Rocketeers. But first, the Lightning get to add to their lead. Yellow Toad is on base. Blue Madge gets one over the infield. Now that's 2 runners on. Daisy 2 runners on base, 1-1 count. Charges, but lets it go. Strike 2. Charges again. Perfect contact. Are we seeing a Daisy home run now? Yes, we are. The Lightning. A 3-run home run from Daisy. They have hit home runs with 5 separate characters now. Mario, PD, DK, Yellow Toad, and now Daisy. That is insane. And next up is Mario, Speak of the Devil. Let's see if he's got any more power for us. Watches that one. It's 2 strikes. Charges here, sends one down the left line. And it is back-to-back homers for the Lightning. They saw the Rocketeers have a decent inning and said no thank you, extending that lead even more, making sure that the Rocketeers can't catch up. That might just be the dagger. Frankly, the Daisy home run probably was. Made it go from a 5-run game to an 8-run game. But the Mario homer certainly didn't help. Strikeout from Petey. That's the first out of the inning. DK up now. Sends one to right. That's a 3rd home run this inning. Almost 3 in a row. Petey struck out, but the other 3 out of the last 4 batters have all hit home runs. Now the Lightning lead by 10 runs. Green dry bones. 1 strike, 1 out. Sends one over to Yoshi. They catch that one, and now it's 2 outs. Toadsworth. Next one grounds it over to Yoshi. And that's the end of the inning. A rough one for the Rocketeers, but they still have one more chance. If they can get a big rally going, it's possible. It's possible. Red Shy Guy sends one over to right. Just far enough to get past Toad. It's a double for Shy Guy. And a star chance for the Rocketeers. That's pretty big. What can Blue Noki do? She misses a slap. Strike 2 there from a Daisy star pitch. Now this fastball is grounded over to Greenbones. Get the out at first. But they advance Shy Guy over to third. Red Pianta. No chemistry, but he still has the star, which is more than enough power. Red Pianta. Star hits it over to the left gap. 8-17, they've cut the lead down to 9. Still a big lead, but that's a start. Dixie Kong slaps on base. Now that's runners on first and third. Yellow Magic Koopa, the next batter up for the Rocketeers. 2 strikes on Magic Koopa. Star hit over to the right side. That gets down. That goes all the way back to the corner. We'll score a run. They're going for 2. But she doesn't get it. Oh, Dixie's thrown out going home. And that is pretty much game over for the Rocketeers. They're still down 8 now with 2 outs on the board. Now it's still technically possible. And Green Parrot gets a good hit down there. That will score Yellow Madge. Red Koopa Troopa star hits one straight to Mario. And that's the game. Game 2 also goes in favor of the Lightning. This one much more commanding throughout the whole game. A lot of home runs from the Lightning. A lot of home runs. We'll have to see just how many. Mario wins MVP. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Maybe he did better on offense than I thought. Ooh, the Rocketeers, they really struggled here. Firebro only had one hit. Yoshi and Blue Minoki each only had one hit. Red Pianta did great, 3 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBI. Can't ask for much more. Dixie went 4 for 4. Yellow Madge, 3 for 4. Even Green Para got 3 RBI. Green Para has to have the most RBI on the Rocketeers right now. Holy. This guy's been popping off every game. Oh, defense. Forgot that. Dixie gets 4 strikeouts. She uses 1 star pitch. Red Pianta gets 2 big plays. Yoshi gets 1. Now for the Lightning, Toadsworth has their only defensive big play. And Daisy only had 3 strikeouts. She didn't have that many. She used 5 star pitches. On offense, Green Toad had 0 hits. 0 for 4, 0 for 5, whichever it is. That's really bad. Blue Madge gets 4 for 4. Daisy with a home run. Yellow Toad with a home run. DK with 3. He went 3 for 5, 3 RBI, 3 home runs. Petey, 3 for 5, 3 RBI from 2 home runs. Mario went 4 for 5, 4 RBI off of 2 home runs. I suppose I can see why he won MVP. All those top 3 did a phenomenal job. DK got 1 extra home run, but Mario got an extra RBI with 1 extra hit. So, yeah, entirely fair. Great game for everyone on the Lightning's roster, specifically the top 3. And a rough game for the Rocketeers' offense. Their defense wasn't all that terrible. 17 runs from the Lightning is not a ridiculous amount. But their offense, scoring just 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, not enough. That's not the kind of stuff that they can get away with here against the best team in the league, at least the best record in the regular season. It's an unfortunate loss for them. We'll see if they can bounce back at their home stadium, which is where Game 3 will be. Thanks for joining us this evening. Farewell.